Adjust those headphones, get locked in your gaming chair, get the caffeine flowing, and get ready for a crosshair conversation with Chrissy. You ready to load in? Another episode of Crosshair Conversations. Hi, you guys. I'm ChrissyHQ. This is a podcast about gaming, tech, and everything in the streaming world. And yes, this is the second episode of the day. Now, let me just start with saying I'm so sorry and I apologize. We've been a little bit off schedule. Honestly, I don't even know if I have a schedule. But the reason is because I got back from DreamHack and I did not bounce back as quickly or as easy as I normally do. Not really sure why, but we're past that now. It's time to get back on track. So, dropping 2 episodes today. This one is more of like a bonus episode. In the next few episodes of this podcast, I'm going to drop in little things that happened at DreamHack, my experiences at DreamHack, and tie them into, I guess, the topics that we'll be talking about. So, starting today, a hot topic in the streaming world. Let's talk about how female streamers are treated online versus in real life. Is there a difference? And why do people feel entitled to comment on our appearance, whether it's behind a screen or face to face? Now, wait, before I get started, let me just say I totally 110% believe and have seen that male streamers are also objectified. I understand the googly eyes, the fawning, as well as non-binary. I totally understand, but I'm a female, and this is coming from my perspective and what has happened to me. So, with that being said, let's dive in. A personal story I want to share from DreamHack 2024 in Atlanta that just happened. It was an amazing experience. It really was. But DreamHack, if you don't know what DreamHack is, it is a massive gaming and esports festival, right? It's supposed to be a celebration of gaming culture. There's live streamers, there's the creator hub where you can go meet other creators. There's multiple main stages that are running tournaments. There's Artist Alley. There's an indie section with indie games on display. There's VR. There's tournaments. I think I already said that. There's, just different brands and companies. Monster was there and they had like the craziest setup. It was so fun. But also, a lot of stuff did happen there. So, what ties in with our topic today? I'm at DreamHack and I did know a few people that were going. So, I was excited to meet up with, people that are part of the Chrissy crew that I knew online and had not known in person. And so I was excited to meet up with those people. But then I also ran into some individuals that I didn't know were going to be there. And that was just as exciting because they came up to me and they were like, oh my God, ChrissyHQ. And I was like, yes, oh my gosh. And, we exchanged usernames and just were excited. But while I was there, one of these people came up to me and had said, oh, you don't have the girls on show today, or the girls aren't present today. And basically, that's, why isn't your chest be exposed? And I get it online all the time as a streamer, but hearing it in person, it hit different. It was so awkward. It was such a moment that I was not prepared for and not ready and made me so uncomfortable. So let's talk about it. Female streamers treated different versus online versus in person. There's the sense of animosity and anonymousness. I think that's the word, even though I don't think that's really a word. But there's a strange sense of that online. People feel like they can say whatever because they're kind of hiding behind a screen. Comments about appearance, like what happened to me at DreamHack, are uncommon online. But in person, they are uncomfortable. They're jarring because you realize, wow, these people are comfortable saying this to my face. And that's kind of crazy. It's like they don't see you as a gamer first or as a creator first, as more of just an object of entertainment beyond just games we play. And I feel like that's worse online because you have the anonymousness, but in IRL, oh, I don't know. There's a sense of detachment online, right? Because online trolls often forget or just don't care that there's a real person behind the screen. In real life, there's more social implications? No. There's more social consequences. They're immediate, right? Like in that moment, I was so thrown off. I just stuttered. I went into such a secluded inside place and was not feeling as outgoing. And I'm not gonna lie, for the rest of the day, I was kind of just like, oh my gosh, like, how do I, like, are the other people expecting, the girls to be on display, quote? Is that what I'm here for? No. But the thing is, it happens. It's an underlying issue in sexism in the gaming community. And here's the thing, there's also kind of a double standard at play, right? When female streamers wear certain clothes, they're often sexualized. But then, if you don't conform to those expectations, like me at DreamHack, people still comment on it. It's like you can't win. Do we remember like Pokimane had this whole experience where she decided to dress way more casual on stream and got a lot of flack and slack because of it? It's not about clothing. It's about how we present ourselves, I guess, as female gamers, right? Whether we're too sexy or not sexy enough, people are judging our looks before even acknowledging our skills or our content. And I don't know, I feel like there needs to be some type of solution. Something. How should people approach female streamers, both online and IRL? Honestly, just like male streamers are treated, I think, right? As gamers and creators. It just approach us like that. Start it out like that. It's just kind of that simple. Like, you wouldn't approach a male streamer, at least what I think you wouldn't do is approach a male streamer and then say that like you would to a female streamer. If I saw a male streamer and there's the big thing about gray sweatpants, right? That's a huge thing. I don't think that would be an invitation for commentary. It just wouldn't happen. But again, post your comments on what you think on that. For anyone wondering what you can do as a viewer, it's really just about supporting the content, not the visuals. Like, I appreciate the compliments. I appreciate, appreciating a good looking body or appreciating somebody. But if you love the gameplay, the humor, the commentary, then engage with that as well. Ride the vibe. And to all my female streamers out there, remember you are not alone. We see the challenges, we see the problems, we're all going through it, we're all still here. We're playing the games that we love and we can get through this. Now, side note, this isn't even in my notes. I want to know if there are any female streamers out there that can help drop a few tips in, not tips, but drop your comments and your outlook on this next situation. Dressing sexy or doing it up for the part sometimes isn't how we feel or what we want to do, right? Sometimes, I mean, you notice the drastic change in numbers, you notice the clicks, the likes, the shares. And it really sucks sometimes because I feel like the pressure to fall into that is so heavy. I will fully admit this 110%, swear it all. I have fallen into this multiple times to get content pushed. But the problem is, as soon as you're done with that, you feel bad about yourself. So is it worth it? Again, I feel like I'm just rambling here. And I've recently been really, really, really on this journey not to fall into that trap and not to lower what I think are my standards for that. Now, there are a lot of outfits out there that I wear that might be a bit risque, but I wear them because I like them. And so I see nothing wrong with that. But when you start to personally think about, will this get the attention to get the subs, to get the goals met? I just, it's so damaging, I feel like. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? I hate to see somebody change their appearance in in a way like that to get revenue flowing if it's having a harsh effect on like your mental. Again, talking from experience, I did it. I probably will still fall into that trap every now and then. I'll admit it. I'm weak, but the effects that later on come and that you later on think of and the mental stress that it adds, it's really not worth it, is it? Is it? I don't know. If you have any stories, you have any thoughts, you have anything to say about this topic, hit me up on socials or in the comments. Thank you so guys for hanging out through this mini episode, and let's keep this conversation going.